Most people pretend to be productive on the internet, especially on YouTube. You watch some self-improvement video like this one and you feel like you're being productive because you're learning, when actually you're just putting off the crucial task that you should be doing. If that sounds like you, click off YouTube and go and do your work, man. You can come back to this video when you've got some free time. The internet is our great equalizer. It contains the knowledge, mostly for free, of the things that would get you out of poverty, get you out of obesity, out of sickness, out of negative mental health. But the internet is riddled with distractions. Here's how to fix that. Avoid those distractions and start using the internet instead of abusing it. First, and probably most importantly, is to set aside the time for fun, relaxation, internet usage. This is when you abuse the internet guilt-free. You completely enjoy it. So a couple hours a day, you watch YouTube videos, you watch anime, you play video games, completely guilt-free. You actually look forward to this time, and it must be specific. You can't just say, yes, I will watch a couple hours a day. You've got to say exactly what time it's going to be. So 7 p.m. till 11 p.m. is now your unwind, relaxing, fun internet time. The time that you set aside should be reasonable. It should be like 2 to 4 hours, which is quite a lot right now. But I would suggest making it onto the upper end of that just for now, and a few months later you start reducing it. But if you keep it on the upper end, then you can start this new internet usage instead of abusage with some good adherence without making it so restrictive to begin with. And now, since you've got this peaceful, fun, relaxation time, all the other time that you use the internet has to be used and not abused. It should be used productively. Now we've got to counter muscle memory. This is the very important second step. You found sometimes that you just go onto Instagram and YouTube without even really meaning to. That's because you're a robot, you're acting on autopilot, and so you're just going onto your phone, and without even noticing, you've clicked on the Instagram app and you're like scrolling on it like a zombie. When you run on autopilot, you go where you usually go. So there's a few very quick tips for that. First, move the apps like Instagram and YouTube onto a different position on your phone. Don't delete them. Don't be a fucking, oh, like, hey guys, I deleted YouTube and I deleted Instagram. Like, don't do that stuff, because you're literally just doing it for attention. Keep the apps on your phone, but just move them to a different spot, like say on the next page on your phone, so that now your muscle memory won't take you there by accident. For your computer, clear the history so that when you type Y, YouTube doesn't come up straight away. Do this with other websites that you use. And now finally, if you do spend a lot of time on YouTube, use some kind of add-on. So on Google Chrome, there's this one that I'll show right now, where when you click on it, it will remove all the thumbnails. And so if you do go onto YouTube for work, like I do to upload my videos, you're not just bombarded with the so many different options to click on. And very important point, if you meditate, this will all happen less. If you find that you run on autopilot and you end up just clicking on YouTube or Instagram or any of this stuff too often and you don't even realize it's happening, that's because you are mindless. You don't have high levels of mindfulness. The more you meditate, the less this will happen. So look into meditation. I will have my little playlist pop up on screen. Click on it right now. Information is only useful if you're going to use it right now. For example, most of the time when you watch a YouTube video, you're not really learning most of the things that you see on there. And when you actually have to use the information from YouTube, you have to rewatch that video again. So use the just-in-time information. And that means that you watch the YouTube video, for example, exactly when you are actually going to use it. So imagine on a computer, you can split up the screen. On half the screen, you could have a guide on how to make a Shopify website. And on the other half of the screen, you're actually following along to that guide and making your own Shopify website. Or you've got your phone on YouTube and you're watching a stretch routine. But as you watch it, you're literally trying to do the stretch routine along with the video. If you're using the internet like that, fantastic. That is the way information on the internet's supposed to be used. If you're just watching videos that make you feel like you're being productive, but you're not going to be doing that thing that the video shows till tomorrow. For example, I train with the gymnastic rings. Now, I could go onto YouTube later to upload this video and see that some YouTuber has made a guide on how to make muscle with gymnastic rings. I would feel pretty productive, like an idiot, to click on it and think, oh yeah, like, oh, I'm learning so much. but I would only be learning if I was gonna watch that type of video when I was actually training with the rings. So when he tells me, okay, this is like the movement you should do and this is how you should do it, I should be actually trying to do it immediately. That's the just-in-time information. The next tip is gonna free up so much of your time, and that's by following the 80-20 rule. Put simply, 20% of the things that we do results in 80% of what we want. And that means that 80% of the things that we do result in only 20% of the things that we want. So there's some kind of powerhouse, very important, very fun activities that we're only putting in like quite a small amount of time and effort into, and these are giving us the most reward, but we're spending most of our time blindly doing things that don't really give us much of a reward, and they're not really that fun either. So here's some questions that you can journal about. What 80% of fun stuff is only resulting in 20% of your enjoyments? What 80% of stuff that you do online is just fluff? You're just doing it to feel busy. Journal these questions and it would truly help you, but no one journals, so no one ever figures this stuff out. If you take the 5 minutes to answer these questions on a piece of paper, even on your computer or the notepad or something, it would really benefit your life. This is a form of taking action, and I'm inviting you to take action to benefit your life by journaling these questions. Now you should have quite a lot of free time, and this is where everyone stumbles. They reduce social media, they reduce YouTube or video games, and then they didn't add in any extra stuff. So then they've got free time and nothing to do when they usually would be playing video games. They sit around for like 5 minutes, they're bored, and they think, oh, may as well play video games. What you need to do is now think of and start doing new things, new skills, new hobbies. You probably already have some tasks, some work, some schoolwork or job related work that you could be doing, but you should find at least 1 or 2 new things that you can spend an hour a day on. For example, follow some course on Skillshare or Udemy. You can watch my Skillshare class on meditation. Go on to like Udemy and they do courses for coding and things like that. And you can follow one of them and that would be a new profitable skill for you. You've got the time to do it now. You could write an ebook, you could learn to animate, graphic design. There's so many random things, and all it takes is really a 2-step process to find one of these. Is to 1, just sit there and think, what type of stuff do you want to do? And 2, find it online, sign up to it and try it straight away, and you'll know within an hour if it's something that you'd actually be into. It's very important to have some kind of project that gives you some kind of freedom instead of just wasting all your time on video games and stuff. You've now got an extra hour a day to work on some project that gives you some fulfillment. It feels like you're creating something, and this could actually become profitable. The final tip is to realize that all of this is a skill. You're probably a nerd, you probably play video games, so you understand how skills work in video games. You have like the level, you do the action, and then you get experience, XP. So every time you do the action, you get XP. But that means that your internet abuse skill is at quite a high level, and your internet use skill is at a low level. If you're at level 15 of internet use, it's gonna take maybe a week or so before you actually feel very different. But if you commit to it, you will start to get the benefits of leveling up that skill. I have to say this shit because too many young people, young guys especially, they'll try something, and when they don't feel massive results straight away, they say like it doesn't work. There's no point in doing this because it didn't even make me feel any different. Well, it's a skill. A skill takes time, and when you invest that time, 2-3 months later, you are so glad you did. If you put this time in right now, you would be investing into your future self. He would look back, let's say in January, in February, with better mental health, better focus, better productivity, probably better results and more income. And he'll look back at you today in November, in December, and think, thank you. I'm grateful that you did that. I'm grateful that you watched that video of that sexy guy with the big muscles. I'm grateful that you followed his advice and that you started reducing your internet use, because now I can think straight. Now I don't get distracted every 3 seconds when I'm trying to read a book. Thank you, younger me, for sorting me out. If you like this video, you feel like you learned something and you want to watch a somewhat unconventional small YouTuber who just chats shit, then turn on the post notifications. Finally, quick call to action. If you go to the description, there's a link to be my student. We do one-to-one video calls. If it doesn't change your life, I refund all your money and also give you an extra 10% as an apology, and that's not happened yet. Take care.